Funny podcast.
We about through for the week. Just cranking it out. Nothing but the hits. Hits being not music, because we can't play music. We don't have that kind of license. But hits of comedy. You know, and we'll take that comedy and we'll hit it from the front and from the back. That's what we do. Now, I am pro law enforcement, pretty much to the highest level. But I don't believe in people enforcing the law when it's not really necessary, when they seem to go after somebody who's not, there's no victim in the crime, so to speak, like, prostitution, some people would say, is a victimless crime and whatnot. Well, there's a guy who is in Washington State. His name is Jad Shipman. I never heard that name, Jad. That's pretty cool. And he's a lonely man. And he has been arrested for soliciting prostitutes on an online forum where people do that. So some cop in a town was searching through this thing and saw where the man was trying to solicit a prostitute on this website and called the law enforcement in his town and turned him in, and then they came and got him. Where the cop should have just been trying to mind his own business. Why is he bothering this guy that's not even in his jurisdiction? The fella, Jad, all he did was offer to pay somebody $440 to, quote, touch him and his friend sexually.
Ew.
I'll pay you $440 to touch me and my friend sexually.
And his
now,
friend.
the problem is that his friend happens to be a miniature horse.
Oh, God.
So he was trying to get a prostitute to do sex acts on him, and it's a miniature horse, though. It's not a regular size horse.
That
so
makes it not as bad.
It's a miniature horse.
And $440, like,
Yeah.
where did the $40 come
Right.
from? Yeah,
Well,
just had
because he
extra
probably-
220s.
Yeah. He probably had $450, from his paycheck or whatever, and then he spent 10 on. He had to get gas,
Oh,
and
God.
all I got's left $440. And he said he'd been having a hard time finding a willing participant because, quote, the last two gals I asked said it was noticeably outside their comfort zone, end quote. So you got prostitutes, and they're saying, I'm sure that's the way they said it too. This is noticeably outside my comfort zone.
It's a horse.
They probably said, freak. Hell no, I'm not doing that. So, his local police department showed up at his house, and they saw two miniature horses on his property. So I wonder which one he
Yeah.
was trying to get the service for.
The other horse is
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
damn, come on, man. Help a brother out.
somebody that was there said that Jad is a co-owner of the horses, so he doesn't even outright own the horses.
So he has to ask the other owner if it's okay.
And then Ford. End quote.
Ew. More than one, more than that miniature horse?
No, with these animals, maybe with both of the horses, of course. They said, "Have you had sex with that horse?" And he said, "Of course."
Whoa, dude.
Yes, of course.
Facing charges for animal cruelty. Judge banned him from being around animals while he's out on bail. No shit.
Well, you're done.
But again, how do they determine? I mean, who's the judge of whether or not it's cruel?
Yeah, I don't know that that's the cruelty doesn't seem right, but I guess that's the only animal law on the books.
Yeah, unless you had one that's indecent liberties with an animal.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a thing? Or do they just consider it all to be animal cruelty?
Just falls under the umbrella of animal cruelty.
Now, obviously, he needs to be in the hospital.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has a temporary insanity plea or defense. because in order to, say, well, he was found innocent by reason of insanity, you have to be so out of it that you don't know the difference between right and wrong. He did know the difference between right and wrong. You would think, or he would have been out on the town square asking people, "Hey, you want to come hook up with my horse and me?"
Yeah. I want to know this online forum where you can just pick up prostitutes.
I know.
I've never even heard of that.
It's so accessible that some cop can monitor it and say, "Hey, you got a guy in your town that's trying to get a prostitute to hook up with his horse."
And him.
ProzziesRS.com.
Yeah.
Is that what it really is?
No, I don't know.
Is there any recovering from that as far as when you get later in life, you say, "I'm a changed person,
No.
and, I'm looking for a real woman to settle down with"?
Because touching horses, you mean?
Or, whatever. Let's take the part about it, like say they didn't find out that he was, he had made the sex with the horses, but it was just the charge of trying to hire a prostitute to basically, I guess, have a threesome with him and a horse.
Ooh.
Does he ever get, forgiven on the dating scene for that?
I don't
He's
think
a weird for life.
you don't recover from that.
If you've ever done anything with an animal, that's it.
But he, if it weren't for that, I took the other one out where he admitted to having the relations with the horses. Just the solicitation. Say he never did anything with it. Nobody would ever take him up on his offer, so it never happened. But just the solicitation part, he can't get well from that.
Because, look at where your brain's at, dude. That's weird.
I know, but I mean, people get
Nah.
their brains healed all the time from crazy things that they've done, or where they're in bad places, mentally, And we're always told we're supposed to give them a second chance.
There's a level of people that can give those people a second chance. They have to be on the same. I couldn't do it.
So you're saying even if he is just drop dead hot, he's never going to get a good looking woman.
I don't think not in a sane mind.
He's going to have to get a desperate,
Yeah.
lonely, not so attractive woman.
She's going to have to be a freak.
Yeah, crazy.
Do you think, let me ask this, do you think if there was a woman who was religious and he said, "Hey, I'm a different person now. I got saved and my life is totally different," that she could overlook that?
That's
Even
what I'm
some
talking about.
action?
He got healed up. Everything is,
Yeah.
living the right life.
It's a tough one.
She's a better person than I am.
Well, obviously, I mean, if she's a Christian,
Shut up.
if she's living a clean life.
That's so weird. And I wonder if he had stipulations like do the horse first and then me, or is it at the same time?
Well, and then all he wanted was for her to touch them
He
sexually.
wanted her to
That's
touch
what
the
he
horses?
said. Yeah.
By that, does that mean well, there's a camera on. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like what Riggins referred to one time is like ski poles or something. Or
Oh,
skiing.
going skiing. Not with a horse, though.
Yeah, it says $440 to quote touch him and his miniature horse sexually.
Oh, it's a miniature horse?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. That makes it different.
That's fine.
You're into this now?
Yeah.
That's totally cool.
I'm with Alexis though. I do love the extra $40 thrown in there. 440.
I think it's actually minus 10 because I think he probably started out. Maybe that was his room to move. Like, well, if they want to negotiate, well, I can go as high as 450.
She's like, I need more than that.
She's like 500. It's 450.
But here's
480. No, all I got is 450.
Here's the bright side, though. He tried this with at least 3 different times, and none of them said, "I'll do it."
Good.
So the prostitutes he
true.
was reaching out to have standards.
So that cop was there. He's like, absolutely, I would love to do that. That's great.
No, I think all the cop was doing was just monitoring it, looking at the people on there and what they were saying.
So that's
And
a
he's-
crime just to post that.
No. I don't know, but he's looking through it, and I think probably looking to see if there was anybody in his town that's on there looking for prostitutes soliciting. But he saw this that was so disturbing that he reached out and said, "Hey, you got this guy in your community that you need to go get. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's trying to engage in bestiality and whatever, and prostitution. That's a double charge, right?
Yeah. What's his name? Jad.
Jad.
Did you say Chad? No, Jad. Who the hell's that?
J-A-D, Jad.
Jad. The horse guy.
I bet he's handsome.
Ew, no, he's not. Handsome people don't do stuff like that.
Good looking guys aren't that weird.
No.
Yeah, right?
Hey, man, the brain wants what it wants.
Jad. I like horses.
Miniature horses.
Mini horses.
I just want to know, Your Honor, how can loving an animal the way that I do can be called cruelty?
Oh, it looks like he's got a wife too.
Oh,
That's not going to be easy to tell her about.
And she's probably so overly sensitive she'll leave him.
Yeah. Bit of a
Yeah.
stick in the mud.
Imagine that. She's at work.
Yeah.
And somebody comes up, hey, we've just had to arrest your husband. For what? That's got to be a kick in the pants.
Yeah. Understatement of the year.
You'd have to leave work early, I think,
think
right?
that's-
You'd have to clock out.
I'm going to take you
Yeah.
It'd suck if your boss was like, well, you can't go yet. We're short-handed.
Yeah.
Hey, he's going to be there. Trust me. He ain't going nowhere.
just don't want to be around people right now.
There's more of the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Next.
More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV, it's Friday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern, or watch anytime on demand after 9 with the latest week in review available as its own Ace TJ TV feed after the show. Then, it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. Ace TJ Prime Plus members, today, it's a new edition of The Old Stuff, Ace and TJ Blast from the Past. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
There's never been a better time to order Calitrin to help you lose weight. It's scientifically proven to do so. The prices are great right now, and they even have payment plans. So you need to check on all of that at acetj.com/weight loss. Order it today. It's Calitrin. Hey, let's talk about pain for just a second. If you've been told that you have a torn rotator cuff, or your knee is bone to bone, or you need a hip replacement, that's going to be the only option that you have, or some sort of a bulging disc in your low back, and you're looking for an alternative to surgery with no medications and no downtime, well, these are specific reasons why so many people have turned to our friends at Neogenics. The professionals, the doctors at Neogenics have life-changing stem cell therapy waiting for you.
We're talking about getting rid of that nagging pain without surgery, without downtime. And the best part about it is they've got a 90% success rate because they do things the right way every day. And it all starts with a realistic assessment of whether or not they believe they can help you. Here's what you do. You get a free consultation right now. Just call 704-727-6551, 704-727-6551, or go to acetj.com/neogenics. That's acetj.com/neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Hey, if you like the regular Ace and TJ show that you've heard for so many years, it's a classic. It's wonderful. Yes, but you're absolutely going to love the Extra Funny podcast. It's live at 9 Eastern every weekday, wherever you get podcasts, and you can download it after that on demand, whether it's on your phone or any other delicious device that you have. So you can see it, you can hear it, you can be it. It's the Extra Funny podcast, weekdays starting at 9. When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them.
extra funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Right. So big, exciting time in the life of the Tech D Rob. Thursday, he's going to get fitted for his CPAP, and you have to go in and the I don't know what they're called. It has an official name, like the breathing center or something like that, where they fill the prescription, because you have to have a prescription for a CPAP machine. What? And that's what they call it. You got to get the prescription, and then they have to fit him with the mask that is going to be the most beneficial for him. And you know, when he comes in there dragging that big ass head, that woman is going to say, "Oh my God, I don't know if we've got anything to go around that dome."
It's gonna cut off circulation to my brain.
Yeah. It's not comfortable. I don't care what anybody says. The CPAP mask is not comfortable.
Can you sleep
It's
on your
not.
side, or do you?
Yeah.
You just can't
can.
sleep on your stomach. That's the only way you
Yeah,
can.
I don't like that. Anyway.
I can.
They told me you're not supposed to with one.
Well, I can't help it. I'll be rolling over and stuff in the night. But they do have all different kinds of things. They have one little thing that just covers your nose, if that's what you need, and then they have another one covers your mouth and nose, and then they have smaller ones and bigger ones. I mean, it's just, you can even get them that look like those diving masks that they use on Shark Week. That's just a whole big thing that covers your face and blows it inside the mask.
Yeah, they when I did the sleep test, they put the one that was only nose on.
Yeah.
So when you open your mouth, it just kind of makes like a vacuum in your throat. It was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, your throat's a vacuum.
We suspected.
Confirming what we already knew. Which one are you going to get, though?
They said I was probably gonna do the full face one.
Full face?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You're like Bane. I was born doing it.
That means you're more messed up, though, Rob.
No, it's just because if you breathe any out of your mouth, you have to get one that covers the whole face.
Yeah.
Because if you're just a nose breather, you can get the one for your nose and you're good. But then if you ever take a breath, it's gonna wake you up.
Now, here's the thing. Those hoses and the mask and all that stuff have to be cleaned constantly. And you clean them with Dawn dishwashing liquid or some kind of dishwashing liquid that's not antibacterial. You can't use antibacterial soap on it. And certain parts of them have to be cleaned, I think, every day.
Oh, damn.
Like the hose you wash out, rinse out every day, and then hang it up to dry for when you get ready. But they make these machines that you can put the mask down in and all, and it cleans it, you know, with the light and all of that stuff, disinfects it and all that. I have one of those. But you still at times have to go in and do by hand with soap and water and clean it up. Are you going to be on top of that, Rob?
Meredith will help me with that.
You mean she'll do it?
Maybe.
Ew.
Because
How
she already
often does
has
she
to do
do
hers.
hers?
I don't see her clean hers very often at all.
Does she have one of those machines that you put it in?
I don't think so. No, she just cleans hers by hand.
What happens if you get a nosebleed while you're sleeping? It just covers the whole mask.
Yeah, I mean, and I know that's so common.
There's something I've never
they've
thought
had
of.
to deal
I
with
wake
it.
up with nosebleeds often, actually.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
but
you're
it's
not
Yeah.
not.
punched?
It's not common though for you. It is for you, I guess.
I feel
but-
like for some people it is when the temperature's changing. I always had to have a humidifier in my room growing up because I would wake up like completely covered in blood.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
One of those kids. When it gets cold out, I get bloody.
I do. I got a nosebleed last week.
You did?
Yeah.
You woke up with a nosebleed?
Yeah.
Are you sure
But
you're not
yeah, it
just
would
getting
just
hit?
be
Lord.
it would just be in the mask then.
Ew.
Just like I have a full face one, and I'll have coughing fits, and I'll have to. I mean, I'm coughing inside that mask, and I have to wake up, take it off,
Oh.
or either.
Do
And sometimes it's like as soon as I get in there, get comfortable, and I strap it on, get it in place, so it's not, you know. Sometimes if it's not sealed off, it'll just let air escape through it, and every time air is escaping through it, it blows it right in my eye.
Ew.
my God.
Right, air blowing in my eye, and I have to get it. As soon as I get it adjusted and all, then I'm like, oh, here comes a big sneeze.
Are they all strap on?
Yeah. typically.
That sounds terrible, but
They're all
they all
strap-ons.
they don't just like come over your head like a ski mask or anything.
No.
No. And Meredith tries to talk to me when she's wearing hers, and I'm like, well, I don't even know what the hell you're trying for right now.
That's wild.
Last night it was, can you go reset the router? The internet's out.
So she's surfing the internet and all that while she's wearing the mask?
Yeah.
I put it on at the last second. I don't want that shit on any longer than it has to be.
So you'll lay there like watching TV or whatever, and then at the last minute, just be like, okay,
Yeah, when I feel myself
drifting
fall
off, I'll
asleep,
put this
yeah.
on real quick.
And as many years as I've been doing that, I would say at least once every 2 weeks on average, Jody will walk in the room while I'm watching TV waiting to get sleepy. And she'll go, I thought you were going to sleep. I am. You need to get out of that TV.
Okay.
Like, it's just about to settle in, and I put the mask on.
Sounds relaxing.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Oh my god.
You need to go to
Why are you
bed.
awake?
You need to go. I thought you were going to bed. But I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Everybody said once you get that, you're going to sleep so well. You'll be like, I don't know. And I'm probably the one out of 100 people that. I mean, I do sleep better with it because I don't snore and all that. But it's not comfortable. If I get up in the middle of the night, and sometimes why I can't go back to sleep is because if I have to go to the bathroom or something, and I take it off and I have to go, I mean, I don't feel like putting that thing back on. I'll just get up.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Meredith's really hyping it up. She keeps telling me, first, you're going to hate it. That's what she says. And then the second thing is, she keeps going, you're not going to sleep better. It doesn't help you with that. I was like, well, you're not sleeping better because you slept like a rock already.
Yeah. Why is she saying that?
I don't know. She's being a bitch.
That's the whole idea is to help you sleep better.
Yeah,
isn't it?
for you to rest and all.
I wonder
Because
what she means by that.
I think she's just.
So the reason you can't sleep is because you can't breathe while you're sleeping?
Well, that's what the doctor says, but I can't get to sleep is the problem. He says that it'll help with my insomnia.
Yeah, I was like, what is more oxygen going to do?
He says it'll help with my insomnia, but we'll see.
Mm.
I mean, he is the doctor, so I guess I should.
and that's what Meredith is talking about. That's not going to help you go to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but we'll see.
Oh, it'd be-
Now you can take that little tank on it, the little reservoir deal, and melt some Ambien in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you
well,
go.
they won't give me Ambien anymore.
It may be.
Oh, they
probably-
cut
you
you
don't even
off?
know. They've got to know something. So probably when you put that thing on, there's something about that will help you set the increased oxygen flow will help you settle.
Yeah, they do know something.
Yeah.
They know that that each one of those machines is expensive, and so you should really try this. You should really try this $2,000 machine.
Is it yours now? You own it or you're leasing it?
I think it's kind of like a lease thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's because they said the insurance usually covers almost all of it.
Yeah.
So I think that it's just like your medicine or whatever. So you
Yeah, right. But what I'm saying is that the insurance got to pay somebody for it.
Right.
And they're not paying you for it. So somebody in a white coat is making money.
Yeah.
I'd be prescribing those damn things to everybody.
Hell
and then
yeah.
I'd say, because they tell you where to go get it. So with a regular prescription, you can go to wherever pharmacy you want to go. This, they'll tell you need to go to this place. So I think they have a little. I'm not for sure, but I'm. I would assume that they have a little thing together where they, say we'll send them to you, but we need a cut of what all you're selling.
It's all a scam.
I'm not gonna say it's a scam. This is TJ not saying it's a scam because I don't need to hear from anybody's attorneys who are wide awake and well rested.
Well, it sounds like Rob.
But I'm just saying I think that they work in concert with each other.
Yeah. Rob is beginning to sound like Sue Bob White. He's like, they wouldn't give me no more Ambien.
cut me off. CPS took my baby.
Yeah, really. Holy crap, you're that guy now. Like, they wouldn't give you any more medicine.
Yeah. It's been a year.
Because he's probably the amount he was taking was insane.
No, the amount I was taking, that you can only do like 10 or 5 milligrams of Ambien. So I was on 10, which was, the max dose you can do.
And it wasn't working anymore?
No, but it's like there's only that dose or a half dose is what it's like, cut a pill in half for Ambien.
But if there's anything to that, the whole thing about your eyes being stimulated all the time by screens and stuff, then that would mean that you, as much screen time as you have, that might be affecting some way. Even if you do have the blue blocker glasses or whatever they're called, the blue light glasses, that you're stimulated all the time.
You're saying
in your head
perhaps-
and in your pants.
You're saying perhaps he should cut the video games off for several hours before going to sleep.
Well, yeah, they
said
say
30
that.
minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, put a limit so like you only play video games every day from like noon to 2 and then shut it down. Or,
No, that's not what they said. They said 30 minutes before is when you need to cut everything off.
That's it, bud.
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Oh, I've never heard that little of time before. They want you to go to sleep. They
what-
say
that's
you
what
don't
they
look
told
at anything at least 2 hours. I think is what they normally recommend at sleep centers and stuff.
And maybe if you went outside some and got some
But-
sunlight, that would help you to sleep.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be worth it, Rob? I mean, seriously, for somebody to run around with no sleep, it's the worst. It's the worst thing I've ever been through is when I've gone through before I realized that and was diagnosed with the sleeping disorder was not sleeping. I mean, God, it affects everything.
No, it would not be worth it to me. I'd rather die
Oh,
Well, you'd rather die than what?
than not play as many video games. as I
Stop
do.
it right now,
hold on.
Rob. But you
That is what brings me joy. Why would I want to cut that out of my life?
would
You would
rather,
rather die
die.
than cut back on your video games.
Yeah, F that.
You are the most ridiculous
Okay.
person.
But I mean, that's
So you would leave Meredith behind because you can't play video games? You'd be like, sorry, Meredith.
Why would I even want to live life anymore? What is there left to do?
yep. You might find something else you like.
No, there's nothing else that's going to bring me that kind of joy.
What? Ricky?
that was like going like this, and that. He just kept walking towards that cliff.
Yeah. I mean, I told you it's the way he really feels about it. He's addicted to it.
He's addicted.
I don't want to be in the real world at all. So why would I want to only be in the real world?
Oh, God. That's...
TJ was making that point, like, why wouldn't you try? Because he's right. That seems like a horrible way to live. Like, wouldn't you at least test it out? He was like, nope.
Yeah, because he didn't look at. He looks at it like. Do the only thing that I find the most enjoyment out of.
And I'm categorizing like video games along with like board games and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff too.
Yeah. Well, I did some Googling, Rob. This says 90 minutes before bed is when you should stop playing games. And studies have found a definitive link between video games and more difficulty falling asleep and fewer hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm hoping they'll just give me like a tranquilizer. That's all I'm looking for.
Oh, my God.
You just want another form of Ambien.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like after this, I'm just gonna go look. This didn't help either. You got to give me something.
Yeah.
hoping.
So you want them to basically give you the stuff so Meredith can shoot you in the neck with a dart gun.
I was just about to say that.
That would be sick.
That's what I want to see happen. A tranquilizer, and she gets the tranquilizer gun every night. You ready? Yep.
She's got a
Awesome.
mask.
I would love that.
Both of them in their mask in the bed, and she's like,
She'll give me like all right, good night kiss. And then,
He's the most interesting person ever.
Okay.
That is so crazy.
It's insane. Insanity.
again,
Literal
I want to make sure I
insanity.
understand correctly.
I cannot
You
imagine.
did say, I was Googling when you were talking, but I was listening. You did say, why would you want to live when you can't do the thing, play video games?
yeah, and I was generalizing.
Right, I get it.
But yeah, the things that I enjoy. If I can't do those, then why would I want to live?
But there's so many other things out here, Rob, that you don't even know about because you're so busy being inside your house playing video games.
I've seen what I want. What things that
I've been around.
I've seen shit.
If someone asks, tell them it's more than a little funny. It's extra funny. More of Ace and TJ's Extra Funny podcast coming up. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes.
Coming up tomorrow on Ace TJ TV. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show, live starting at 6 Eastern, then available on demand anytime once done after 9. This is Ace TJ TV.
Sweet dreams of mattress and furniture. Sweet dreams of mattress and furniture. I can relax, sleep, chill, 'cause of all the sweet deals, yeah.
This stylish modern sofa is only $7.99 and it's in stock and ready to rock. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Hey, let's talk about pain for just a second. If you've been told that you have a torn rotator cuff or your knee is bone to bone or you need a hip replacement, that's going to be the only option that you have, or some sort of a bulging disc in your low back and you're looking for an alternative to surgery with no medications and no downtime, well, these are specific reasons why so many people have turned to our friends at Neogenics. The professionals, the doctors at Neogenics have life-changing stem cell therapy waiting for you.
We're talking about getting rid of that nagging pain without surgery, without downtime. And the best part about it is they've got a 90% success rate because they do things the right way every day. And it all starts with a realistic assessment of whether or not they believe they can help you. Here's what you do. You get a free consultation right now. Just call 704-727-6551. 704-727-6551 or go to acetj.com/neogenics. That's acetj.com/neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Hey, it's Ace from the Ace and TJ Show, and I'm out here at beautiful Northstone Country Club in Huntersville, North Carolina. Just getting ready, getting some practice in for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 golf tournament. It happens Monday, November 13th, and it's all to benefit our charity, Peyton's Promise. Look, it's a day off from work. It's one round of golf for a great charity, and in the process, you're going to have a great time. In addition to golf, we've got the long drive competition. We've got putting for Peyton, so give me 1 second here. Well, I can't win anyway. You see why I need the practice. Go to acetj.com/golf to get signed up. It's acetj.com/golf. We need you. Peyton's Promise needs you. And your one round of golf could change somebody's life forever. acetj.com/.
Hey, can we have a conversation briefly about this thing that emits a smell in here? It is kicking. I don't know if it's like for everybody, but it is.
I was about to say, is it Rob?
I said
Shut
she
up.
has a name. You smell like shit.
Yeah, you know that whatever they call that thing, that
The plug-in.
Can we change this? I don't know if it's the scent or
I think
or
it's
wow,
it's really
overpowered.
strong.
I don't
We're
smell
supposed
anything.
to only plug it in a little bit at a time, and then take it out because it is so strong.
It is. It
But-
is.
Yeah,
What
just
are you-
unplug
Give me
it.
a
What are
headache.
you smelling?
Just
Because I
unplug
don't
it.
smell anything.
Yeah, those things are stronger in certain areas. There's one that Jody has plugged in right when you come into in the area by our garage and the laundry room and all of that. And I don't smell it until I walk past it, and it smells like a room full of grandmas.
Ew.
You know, because grandmas just soak themselves with perfume and
Yeah.
like, oh my God. She's like, you would complain about anything. But yeah, unplug it. Riggins was running around this morning spraying Febreze.
I thought it kind of stunk this morning.
It did?
It was a little funky. Just
So-
a little.
So maybe we should unplug that thing and then just spray Febreze whenever we need it.
Or maybe just plug
Of
that
course,
in
I
every
put-
other day or something.
I,
It's like a lot. It gives me a headache.
I think you just spray Febreze on the curtains.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Have y'all ever seen those ones that have like a timer and it'll just pss, like once an hour or something like that?
Yeah,
We need one of those.
They used to have those in one of the restrooms at the old radio station. It would scare the crap out of them.
Scary.
And they put it right over the turlet, so then it would come raining down on you. If you were, it's like, damn, move that thing to the other wall.
Yeah, why would it be here?
My parents have 3 in the house, so at any time you could just hear. Pff.
I know it, but and I think it's cool, but just position it somewhere else instead of right over the person.
Yeah.
But when they first came out with those types of air fresheners for the home, those Glade, and they sounded like this when you spray them. My Nana would run through spraying that crap, and it did. It just felt like a hose had just been turned on, like on those vegetables at the produce section. You ever been getting produce, reaching in there, and that thing comes on and starts spraying water all over your hands and stuff? It pisses me off because it seems like it does it every time I'm trying to get some parsley.
Yeah.
I was like, I need some parsley and some cilantro, and I get in there.
And then you grab the stuff, and then you look like you just walked out of the rain.
And then you try to get that wet shit in the plastic bag.
Yeah.
And it won't
sticks
go.
to the side of it.
I'm like, dang. Why they got to do that?
It's trying to
It's
keep
not growing.
They're trying to keep those vegetables fresh.
I know, but they're not growing anymore. Why you got to water them?
Keep them fresh. Keep
I
them
don't
clean
know.
and fresh.
That is weird. Yeah, they're already cut.
But
so just
wouldn't it
spraying
keep
with them
Wouldn't
water.
it keep them more fresh?
Just a
I have
little
no
crisp,
idea.
Maybe.
You don't do that at
Mm-hmm.
home. Like once you get the vegetables home, you're not constantly like hitting them with water. That's weird.
And
Never really thought
then,
about
you know, you want to wash them again when you get home.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't.
I'm a rebel like that. And Alexis freaked out when I told her.
Like you don't rinse off parsley or anything like that, or herbs.
And I see those TikTok videos of people like rinsing off blueberries, and there's like damn spiders and rocks and shit. I never do that.
I
all
saw
that
one the
stuff.
other day. They did something. It was like they soaked the strawberries in salt water.
Yeah, baking soda. I've seen.
Yeah, baking soda, and then you see the little worms crawling out of them.
Yeah.
Like little microscopic looking worms coming out of the holes in the strawberry.
Could you see that with the naked eye?
Yeah.
Oh, hell
That's what kind of
no.
changed. But I'm still not
There's
doing it.
worms inside strawberries. Ugh.
There is.
Can be.
Well, in that one video that I saw of it, I'm sure. I don't think every strawberry has them, but
Don't.
I'm sure that most. If you eat several strawberries at a time, one of them's gonna have a little something in it.
There is a reason they spray that water on there. Stores make more money when the produce looks good, but they make even more when it's heavy. Spraying water maintains the water content of fruits and vegetables, which are lighter when dry, and also helps keep them from wilting because normally they would absorb water from the ground. So if they keep them hydrated, everything weighs a little bit more when you go to weigh it. For
Shady.
when it goes on the scale.
Shady.
Yeah, but they're not charging by the weight of a parsley or something. It's by the bunch. But I guess
But it says
some
it
of
is
that
good
other
for
stuff, like
everything,
green beans and things.
But it does say it keeps
Yeah, it
it
makes
from
sense.
wilting and everything. So
It makes sense. So I'm just saying, if you want to make things heavier, then do it on the other stuff. Mm-hmm. Leave my parsley alone.
You buy fresh parsley. That's such an adult move.
Yeah.
Fresh parsley. Fresh herbs.
Any type
stuff.
of fresh herbs, yeah. Like lemongrass. When are you ever going to buy lemongrass?
Never.
I've used it.
Lemongrass?
Mm-hmm.
I've bought dill before.
And what
Yeah.
Making my own ranch.
That's a big ranch.
Yeah.
You could have gone
He
with the
bought
dried
the-
stuff, I think.
Yeah. We know you bought dill. Does. Expensive though. Fresh herbs.
oh,
Really?
don't I?
Yeah.
know it?
People just throwing that rosemary around like it's free.
That's a very adult move.
What? Fresh herbs?
Yeah, just getting herbs. I was at this grocery store, and they had like a whole garden box set up in the dirt and scissors so you could like cut your own. I was like, this is what kind of bullshit is this? And they had like a cute little wheelbarrow like in the dirt,
Yeah.
like you're gardening. I'm like, it's not going to deal with like dirt. That's why I go to a grocery store so I don't have to like cut my shit out from the backyard.
That's how you know it's fresh.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, there's not a whisker's difference in the taste of any of that.
Doing that.
But I think it's like if it calls for 3 tablespoons of fresh herbs, but all you have is dry, then it's 1 tablespoon of dry equals 3 tablespoons of fresh, I think. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't used dry instead of fresh. If it calls for fresh, I usually use fresh.
Heavens.
Yeah.
But you may tell you what is outrageous, and y'all probably know this already. I'm just going to say something that'll get a duh response. The price of fresh vanilla beans.
Oh,
Girl.
It's insane.
Preach.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
what do you use vanilla beans for?
Well, you know, they look like black green beans.
Did not know
Right.
that, but okay.
So you open it up and then you scrape the inside out of it. It's got this little gel kind of stuff in it. It's black. And you scrape that down with a knife and then you put it in whatever you're flavoring. So it's just,
Just if it calls for
like a-
vanilla, you would do that? Maybe.
no, most of the time it'll say vanilla bean,
Okay.
you know, instead of vanilla extract.
I don't really know.
Do you prefer a Madagascar vanilla bean?
Only American.
You know, you should have known the answer to that question. I want no foreign vanilla
Hell
beans.
no. By the time it gets over here,
Bunch of Marxist ass vanilla beans.
Do you want to know how much 50 pounds?
now I like a Madagascar vanilla bean.
You can get 50 pounds of that Madagascar vanilla bean for $7,000.
Yeah.
50 pounds for $7,000.
Yes.
Damn. That
But-
seems expensive.
But then you can package it and end up selling it for way more than that.
Probably.
That's what Martha Stewart. She would buy those vanilla beans and put them in a jar with like vodka. And she's
Yeah.
like, "I give homemade vanilla as Christmas gifts." I'm like, "I bet you do, you Martha, you dummy." I'm sure people are thrilled with it though.
You know, people think that that there's no expiration on vanilla extract or just vanilla flavoring and all that.
So you're saying there
But
is
there
one?
is, yeah.
Alexis didn't know that.
It's 'cause she's stupid.
Shut up. Rod,
And I-
first of all, you shut up.
I don't think it'll hurt you, but I just think it loses its flavor after a while. And also vanilla, liquid vanilla or vanilla extract loses its flavor if you get it too hot. So that's why if you're making something on the stove and it's hot and it's time to add the vanilla to it, you take it off the fire. Yes. But then again, I know I'm preaching to the choir. Y'all all know that. Mm-hmm. Even old dummy, Alexis.
She don't know.
Did you say you're bartender? You're going to be a bartender, Alexis? Going back to your roots?
I am for one day. In a
Coming out
few
of
weeks.
retirement.
Yup. Be slinging drinks. I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be like a holiday company party, so
One night
it should
only.
be fun.
A holiday company party?
Yeah.
Have you done it before with this?
No.
Because it seemed like you did something like that last year.
Yeah, no. I mean, if anybody ever needs help with like events like that, I'm always down. Easy money.
Are you throwing that out to the radio
Yeah.
family?
Anybody needs a mobile bartender for your
money.
events coming up?
I'm down.
So, but you don't have to make it like extensive, detailed kind of cocktails or anything.
Just pouring beer and then like a whiskey and Coke type stuff.
yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Do you have to wear a bow tie?
No.
Not a mixologist.
Sure wish you did.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You probably don't even have a bow tie.
I do not have. Why would I have a bow tie?
Because up until now I thought because you were civilized, but obviously not if you don't have a bow tie.
You're trash.
Ugh.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.